fall tour at the Lakeshore Shoreline. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Kasama ko my youngest brother, and my sister, Arlo Orengi. Yeah, you see the beauty of Chicago. Be nice. Yeah. Chicago, my kind of town, Chicago. Shoreline tour. Nice day today, Chicago. Let's go, let's go. The beauty of Chicago could be nice. Chicago is a beautiful city.
In the very rare event of an emergency, your capable crew will help you don these life jackets in a safe and orderly fashion. Moving about the vessel.
It's moving.
There are restrooms on board located on the lower level. On the upper level is our full-service bar with a variety of refreshments, including drinks, snacks, and seasonal merchandise.
That is really Navy Pier.
Family-owned Chicago tour operator since 1939.
And let's have fun.
It's time to depart for Chicago's best Lake Michigan cruise.
Yeah.
Prepare to be blown away. Not by the wind of the windy city, though we may feel that too. Get ready to take the best photos of your trip.
There's our
Unwind with a snack or refreshing drink. Relax while watching the waves and hear all about the amazing city around us. Whether you are visiting Chicago for the very first time or you've lived here your entire life, you'll see why our ironclad city by the lake truly is the greatest city in the world. Our adventure begins at Navy Pier. You can taste all of our favorite foods in one spot, including deep dish pizza, Chicago-style hot dogs, Italian beef sandwiches, and caramel cheese mixed popcorn. At Navy Pier, young people explore the city through imagination at the Chicago Children's Museum. Chicago actors bring iconic characters to life at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. You can grab a drink at Offshore, the largest Navy Pier's newest 4D thrill attraction. Whatever you do, don't forget to catch a sunrise over the towers of Festival Hall. Did you know Chicago is home to the first Ferris wheel? The world's very first Ferris wheel debuted right here in Chicago at the World's Fair of 1893. What's more, the original Ferris wheel was 68 feet taller than the one that we see today. It soared above surrounding structures to a height of 264 feet. Each car could carry 60 passengers, 60, plus one bartender and one fully stocked bar. The current Ferris wheel at Navy Pier debuted in 2016. It is 196 feet tall with climate-controlled cabins produced by Dutch Wheels.
The last time we came here like 3 weeks ago, it was closed. Now we could go there back then.
Today, Navy Pier is used primarily for entertainment, but it was once used for military training.
Yeah.
During World War II, naval pilots could practice taking off and landing on aircraft carriers here in the safety of Lake Michigan's American waters. there weren't enough aircraft carriers to use for practice at that time, so Chicago constructed their own makeshift training vessels out of passenger steamships, the Sable and the Wolverine. These training vessels were much shorter than a standard carrier, which unfortunately led to many training accidents. It's estimated that there are over 200 planes at the bottom of Lake Michigan in the area surrounding Navy Pier. These planes are all surprisingly well preserved. Lake Michigan is totally freshwater, no salt, therefore there's minimal corrosion.
Navy Pier. Beautiful. Yeah. Nice. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Very nice. That's John Hancock. The black building is John Hancock.
The downtown neighborhood we see here has a funny name and a funnier history. The area east of Michigan Avenue, north of the Chicago River, is known as Streeterville, named for the area's first resident, Captain George Wellington Streeter. When Streeter first arrived in 1886, this wasn't a neighborhood at all, but rather part of Lake Michigan. Streeter, an industrious businessman and former circus owner, actually ran his boat aground on a sandbar where we see the tall black building today. Instead of calling for help with his beached boat, Streeter instead called his contractor friends to begin filling in around the vessel with dirt and debris until they had created 186 acres of an entirely new district. Because this land was brand new, it did not belong to the city of Chicago. Streeter called it the United States District of Lake Michigan, and he declared himself the governor. He sold plots of land for cheap, defied city laws, and kept eviction away by throwing pots of boiling water at the constables who tried to have him removed. Streeter kept up the fight for his land and vice district until his death in 1921. Though Streeterville eventually became part of the city we know and love, Cap Streeter's legacy is still very much alive today. Streeterville is one of the most beautiful waterfront neighborhoods in the world. Don't miss your chance to take a photo with these iconic views.
We are in Lake Michigan. Beautiful. That's John Hancock Tower, Reed's Tower, and the one with the spiral is the Trump Tower, and the black building over there is the Lake Point Tower. Beautiful.
these tunnels back in the day.
Beautiful
One team started on the
Let's
shore,
go.
one team started at the intake crib, and by some real Chicago luck, the two teams met in the middle.
Beautiful coconut. Love it. We are here in Lake Michigan. There's wide water. Beautiful. Look at the sky, Chicago.
Great Lakes, which were formed by glaciers melting at
Lighthouse.
the last ice age about 12,000
Lighthouse, up and nice. That's a lighthouse.
the Great Lakes in person before, you might be surprised by the massive size, endless horizon, and epic waves. The Great Lakes are not tidal, though lake levels do change with wind and
Maybe
weather.
I'm tourists
The
here.
lake
Maybe
levels
they're
also
from
rise
Europe.
and fall year over year, depending on annual rain, snow, and ice. At its deepest point, Lake Michigan sinks to 925 feet deep. A 90-story building could fit in